Hey, crypto family. So it looks like we had a little decline in the market today. Bitcoin's down almost 4% at $8,988. Ethereum's down 3.5%. Ripple's down 5.5%. And pretty much everything else is down about the same. There wasn't really much cause for this decline. Again, it could be a combination of things. The FUD regarding, if Ethereum would be labeled as a security. If, when Warren Buffett and Bill Gates were talking bad about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, or if it's the Mount Gox whale, if he's starting to sell some of his Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Again, there's just a host of different things, but I don't think there's really any specific cause for this. So I think it's just a pullback, some consolidation before the next big move up. Looking at Bitcoin right now, you can see it's hovering around that $8,900 level. So that's where it seemed to have found support. This is a 4-hour chart, and you can see here that it found support at that level about a week ago, and seemed to hold that pretty well so far. I mentioned that if you want to go long, around this 88 to 8,900 wouldn't be too bad of an entry. But again, be careful because we don't know how much further this can go down. The RSI is very oversold right now, so again, it could be a good entry point, but this isn't financial advice, just my opinion. So we'll have to see how it plays out. I'm still really bullish on next week, Consensus 2018. The blockchain conference in New York, big dates. I think it's May 14th through May 16th, if I'm not mistaken. And it's going to be over 4,000 people there, over 250 speakers. It's going to be crazy. So I'm really bullish on next week and think we'll have a sharp rise then. So maybe you can use this opportunity to load up on some cheap prices. But with that, let's go and look at some articles. So one of the articles came out today. It says Wall Street adopting Bitcoin will lead to crypto market to surge, says Brian Kelly. So Brian Kelly, he's a guy who works on CNBC's Fast Money. Love it or hate it. I know some people don't put much weight on CNBC's Fast Money, but basically what he's saying is, if you have institutions such as the New York Stock Exchange and Goldman Sachs investing in cryptocurrencies, that'll eventually lead the cryptocurrency market to surge in the short to mid-term. Now, it says earlier this week, CryptoCoin News reported NYSE's, the New York Stock Exchange's parent company, ICE Exchange, has been developing and testing a Bitcoin exchange to serve investors from the traditional finance sector. Various reports reveal that ICE Exchange is not launching a futures market like CME and CBOE, rather a proper Bitcoin exchange on which investors can buy, sell, and store Bitcoin directly. So I want to tell you how huge this is. First of all, if you're not familiar with ICE Exchange, it stands for Intercontinental Exchange. And again, it's kind of like the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange. And basically what they're trying to do here is they're trying to make a safe haven to where, large institutional investors can store their Bitcoin safely, but they can also buy and sell Bitcoin directly. So similar to Coinbase, Coinbase here has Coinbase Custody, which is designed for institutional investors. But they're trying to get this on a more regulatory standpoint, directly with the SEC and the New York Stock Exchange to make sure that they're compliant with all of the laws. So it says the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange has been working on an online trading platform that would allow large investors to buy and hold Bitcoin, according to emails and documents viewed by the New York Times and 4 people briefed on the effort who asked to remain anonymous because the plans were still confidential. So again, that's amazing. They mentioned Zappo and Coinbase. So I was talking about Zappo actually in my last video, and they're basically they have a lot of cold storage. You could call them like cold storage wallets down in bunkers, and you need all kinds of verification. Basically, it's like if you're a large investor, you can store all your cryptocurrencies there, and it's safe. So basically, that's what they're trying to do, make a secure place, because right now there's not really any bank per se that'll hold your cryptocurrencies. You have to do it yourself if you want to hold it in cold storage. So they're trying to have a safe haven for those big investors. And again, it says, if this happens, it's going to open up the floodgates. And right now, the cryptocurrency market's a $500 billion market, but that's without any big, institutional investors, endowments, or pensions. It says if they begin to enter the cryptocurrency market with tens of billions of dollars in new capital, it will allow the cryptocurrency market to grow at a pace that is incomparable to its growth rate in the past. It could enable the cryptocurrency market to evolve into a multi-trillion-dollar market. And again, I think this is extremely possible, especially if they are going to make kind of the standard. for institutional investors to invest their money where they can buy and sell Bitcoin directly. That's what we need. Futures don't really help because they don't invest directly. They're just cash settled. So if you have a place where, not like an ETF where it tracks the movement, one that actually you can buy and sell Bitcoin directly, that's what's going to affect the market. That's what's going to grow. So again, hopefully they'll roll this out soon. Hopefully they become compliant, get the SEC's approval, and they can roll out with this. So I'll be monitoring this and see where they're going with that. Second article I wanted to cover today is Huawei, and it says Huawei is poised to give Chinese users easier access to Bitcoin. So those who don't know, Huawei is actually the third biggest handset maker. So they're just behind Samsung and Apple. So you have them right here, third biggest handset maker on mobile phones. And it says here, users of Huawei technology mobile phones will be able to download Bitcoin wallets on their devices for the first time starting Friday. Huawei, the world's third biggest handset maker, is releasing BTC.com's Bitcoin wallet in its app gallery, according to Alejandro de la Torre, BTC.com's vice president of business operations. The BTC.com wallet will be the first cryptocurrency app offered by Shenzhen-based Huawei. The app gallery will be pre-installed on all new Huawei and Honor phones and will be rolled out to older devices in coming months. So this is crazy because Huawei is actually like the biggest mobile phone maker in China, and it says the move will likely have the most impact in the Chinese market, where they're the biggest mobile phone seller. The nation has been a hotbed for cryptocurrencies. And well, the Chinese government, blocks Android Google Play Store and some section of Apple iTunes, limiting access to apps like Bitcoin.coms. But with Huawei, they actually have their own app gallery where it'll already come pre-installed on the phone. And it said, while China has shut down cryptocurrency trading platforms and initial coin offerings, people can still own virtual currencies. So again, this will be like a wallet for people's Bitcoin, and then where they can help kind of transfer their Bitcoin, between users and just interact with cryptocurrencies in general. And it says it's a good opportunity to tap into the Chinese market. The use of cashless payments with apps is very big, and the traditional banking system is lacking. So there's a good case for crypto payments to grow there. And then also said BTC.com, which also controls the world's largest Bitcoin mining pool, is owned by mining hardware manufacturing Bitmain Technologies. Huawei is considering developing a mobile phone targeting blockchain-based applications. Bloomberg News reported in March. So again, if they're getting into the Chinese market, they're the biggest mobile phone maker in the Chinese market. That's huge. That's going to cause another influx because, whenever the Chinese market was really involved in cryptocurrencies, we were growing a lot. They were, almost the biggest by volume. And since they got out, there's still been a lot of volume, but I believe tapping into that market and just, having direct contact with a mobile phone, which everyone can access, is just going to make cryptocurrencies grow that much faster. So definitely excited that they're doing this. Glad they took the initiative here, and hopefully a lot of other mobile phone companies take the initiative and make it easier to access cryptocurrencies so more and more people can get involved. So I thought this was great news. Just wanted to share that. And with that, that's all I had for today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, comment if you have any questions, and please subscribe if you haven't. Till next time, thanks for watching.